The Flash Wally West saw the future and is shocked to discover that depending on his choices, he might become a monster that will destroy the DC's absolute universe. I'm Andrew the Geek Master, and in today's video we'll cover everything that happened in issue number 2 of Absolute Flash. To not miss stories like this one, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and let's get started. The chapter starts in the present, with Wally West hiding in a cave in the middle of the desert. He is deeply disturbed by having caused Barry Allen's death, and that's why he's being hunted. Then, some boomerang-shaped drones locate him. These drones are controlled by Digger Harkness. He passes Wally's location to the other members of the team, who start surrounding the perimeter to capture the boy. As they prepare, Jessie, who in another universe goes by Trickster, says she doesn't like this because something feels off about the operation. But her suspicions are ignored by her teammates, who say that she is the only thing wrong here. With that, the boomerang drones begin to attack Wally, who starts running and fleeing desperately. As he does this, he notices that all the paths inside the cave are blocked by ice created by the captain, forcing Wally to take the only possible way. This path leads him directly to Lisa, also known as the Glider. The girl attacks him with 2 sabers she has, but at that moment, with no control over himself, Wally becomes extremely fast and manages to dodge the Glider's attack by running between the 2 sabers. It's at this moment that Lisa realizes Jessie's suspicions were right. There was definitely something strange and very unusual about this boy. Realizing the terrible danger he's in, Wally starts running at super speed. He always knew something was wrong with him, but now it feels like he's about to explode. It's as if he's going to burst into a million pieces if he doesn't move. However, Wally is forced to stop when he gets shot in the foot by an ice blast from the captain. As if that wasn't enough, the squad approaches Wally, saying that the game is over and it's time to go home. At this point, many things run through the boy's mind. He thinks about how everything happened so fast, and that if he could, he would go back in time. He knows he messed everything up and that it's irreversible, but still, he needs to move. And in this moment of fear and tension, Wally screams to be left alone. Just like he feared, his body really does explode, but not into 1,000 pieces, rather into a wave of lightning. Suddenly, Wally seems to be seeing the past. He's witnessing the accident that turned him into this, back when Barry Allen was still alive. Barry tried to hold Wally's hand to help him, but he couldn't, and Wally ended up turning into pure energy and disappearing shortly after. At that moment, Wally's father, Colonel Rudy West, appears in front of Barry. He simply attacks Barry, accusing him of having done something to his son. He had warned Barry to stay away from his son, but Barry was too arrogant to follow a simple order. But while Rudy was beating Barry, Wally suddenly reappears, but not as a flesh and blood person. Instead, he seems to be made of unknown energy. Naturally, Rudy and Barry try to help the boy calm down. Barry even holds him firmly and tells him to focus on him, trying to make him stop moving. But unfortunately, Wally can't control himself, and once again, his body explodes in a wave of lightning. With that, Wally finds himself once again in the present, facing that gallery of superhumans. The rogue squad has no idea what happened to the boy who won't stop emitting lightning, but they were saved from Wally's energy explosion thanks to Jessie, who used her technology to create some sort of shield around everyone. She also scolds the team for not listening to her, and using that same technology, Jessie manages to capture Wally, trapping him in a kind of bubble. Wally begs to be let out, but Jessie tells him that first, they're taking him back to Fort Fox, where Wally will be opened up to be studied, just like they did with Mick Rory and a boy named Raymond. For those who don't know, in the main DC universe, Mick Rory is the Heat Wave, and Raymond is most likely the hero known as Nuclear. Anyway, in his desperation, Wally manages to activate his powers, vibrating at high speed to break free from the containment. He starts running at super speed, and the glider, who is the fastest in the squad, tries to chase him. According to her, she hasn't met anyone who could outrun her in a race, and we really see her almost catching up to the boy. But now, imagine her surprise when Wally suddenly makes a burst of speed that simply leaves her in the dust, eating his wake. However, as he runs, Wally feels strange, as if he's in different frequencies. It's like he's there in the present, being chased in the desert. But at the same time, he's also in Barry's lab with his father. It's as if he's in the present, but also back in the past when he was 3 years old, and his dad took him to a theme park when his mom was still alive. But then, suddenly, Wally is neither in the present nor in the past. Now, he's also in the future, and he sees what's going to happen. The interesting thing is that Wally doesn't see just one future. He sees himself in 2 different futures. In one, Wally becomes a beloved and celebrated hero. In the other, he becomes a terrible monster that destroys everything around him, and Wally can't tell which of these 2 futures is his. After having these visions, Wally stumbles and falls to the ground. As lightning radiates from his body, he wonders what's happening to him and what he's turning into. At the same time, having failed his mission once again, the captain says he's tired of this horror show. He orders Harkness to release something that's inside the armored car. Harkness still asks if he's sure he wants to do this, to which the captain replies that he's not, but unfortunately, there's no other choice. It's time to use his secret weapon, a weapon called Grodd. And out of the armored car comes that same strange green monkey that Wally encountered in Barry's lab in the first issue. This is the absolute gorilla Grodd. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I invite you to comment on what you think of this new Flash and this DC Absolute Universe. If you like this story, don't forget to leave a like, share with your friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next stories we're preparing for you. Thanks for watching until now, and see you on the next adventure.